hour-and-a-half break. Yeah, I said, I'd probably come back tomorrow, but I realized I really don't have anything going on for the rest of the afternoon, so I figured, you know what, might as well just go ahead and do another live stream. Anyways, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Welcome back to part 2 of my Dallas Cowboys Madden 19 franchise mode. In the previous episode, we went 1-1 in the preseason. We lost the first game against the 49ers, but we beat the Cincinnati Bengals by a touchdown. And, another cool thing that I noticed is that behind Jason Garrett's head, you can see, actual image highlights from the first 2 games, which I think is pretty cool. It gives the office a little bit of, just a little bit of a nostalgic feel to it, something like that, whatever I was going for in that situation. So anyway, and I will say, I'm loving the way the franchise is with this backdrop with, Jason Garrett on the phone and stuff like that. So I did do a couple of things off camera. Check out who our starting tight end is. That's right, Antonio Gates. I picked him up in free agency. One of the reasons I was really tempted to go ahead and take him is that I was just browsing the free agency pool because I was trying to see if there was any quarterbacks that were currently on the market who I think would be better than Cooper Rush or Mike White. There really wasn't. But then I saw that Gates was available, and that puzzle piece indicates that he's a good fit for our scheme, so I decided to take him. And it's pretty interesting. Jason Witten and Antonio Gates are 2 of the best tight ends, really, of this era. And we just swapped one for the other, basically, which I think is pretty good. So taking a look at Antonio Gates, really, first of all, he's an 83 overall, which is pretty solid. We also gave him Witten's number. Originally, when I signed him, he was wearing 88, but I just didn't want to do that because it just didn't feel right. Now, if I make some cuts from another receiver or something like that, if I just cut somebody else from the team, then I'll just go ahead and probably just change his number. But anyway, we got him wearing 82 for the time being. No, I don't want to quit. So we're going to go ahead and jump. So I'm actually going to probably, I'm going to go ahead and play this other preseason game against the Cardinals. But I'm only going to play the moments for this one and also just play the moments for the last preseason game as well. As far as injury news, so to speak, Rod Smith is the biggest injury that we've had so far in the preseason. He's out for 5 weeks with broken ribs. He'll be out for the rest of the preseason games, which gives Bo Scarborough, the rookie out of Alabama, a shot to make some way and really become the backup running back behind Zeke. We'll have to see how that goes, but anything can happen. You can see some of the highlights from the last game we had. Malik Collins got a sack on Matt Barkley, the backup quarterback right there. So we're playing against the Arizona Cardinals right now.
Hey everybody, it's the
in preseason week number 3.
Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, Arizona Cardinals,
David
led
Johnson,
by their new
Larry
quarterback
Fitzgerald,
Sam
and the rest of the
Bradford,
Cardinals.
take on Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports.
I also kind of felt like it was necessary to take a break, but also get back on this live stream because I was getting kind of frustrated with the last one because I was really I was blaming the team, but I was really just, constantly, throwing bad passes and whatnot. And it looks like they have basically a knockoff of the Sunday Night Football logo right there. I think that's actually pretty cool. I'm glad that, EA Sports is able to do something like that, but, hopefully they, paid Sunday Night Football is basically kind of a rip-off based on the logo. So they showed Christian Kirk in the pregame. He'll be a guy that we'll probably have to keep our eyes on in the second half. It looks like that Sam Bradford is the starting quarterback. I know that he was acquired during the offseason, so we'll see what happens in this one. But like I said, we're just playing the moments in this game because I kind of just want to get the preseason wrapped up pretty quickly and then just start the regular season, hopefully in the next video. I might do a few different things with Madden 19 on my channel now because I'm not like late to the party. I got the game, and
may not stay that way much longer.
You know, obviously I have
needing a stop on 1st and goal.
The opportunity to do all this stuff now. I am going to play the long shot mode. I'm debating about whether I want to live stream that or not. I probably will. But I will be quiet during most of that because I don't want my voice to be overlaying all of the commentary, the story, and all that kind of stuff. So when maybe there's gameplay with like Wade or Colt Cruz, I'll talk, but that will be probably the only time you might hear from me during that. So we've jumped to essentially what's the final minutes of the first quarter, and we are trying to stop the Cardinals from scoring. They ran it with Johnson twice on back-to-back plays, but he didn't go anywhere. So now it's 3rd down and goal, and we got to make a stop on defense and keep him out of the end zone here.
Would feel very disappointing, but I'm just wondering.
See if we can do it.
Thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Throwing, Bradford.
And we did. Sean Lee came up and made a nice tackle. Got Sam Bradford to the ground, and it's 4th and goal, and we held him out of the end zone. They'll probably just they'll kick the field goal here, and we'll go up by 3. But no harm. Maybe a little bit of foul, but. So after Bradford goes out, we'll probably see Josh Rosen out, the rookie out of UCLA, which will be interesting. And because this is the 3rd preseason game, I don't know if the starters will play the whole first half and then maybe part of the 3rd quarter, or if they'll just play in the first half and then the second half it'll be everybody else. That's the way it was for the last preseason game, but I don't 100% know what this is going to entail, really. But we moved down the field. Oh, but Travis Frederick is hurt. Ezekiel Elliott's running the ball pretty well on this first drive. And we fumbled the ball, and it's recovered by the Cardinals. And they immediately get a 9-yard reception on the next play. David Johnson runs for 4 yards. Well, first-string offense already looking bad. And we're already in the 2nd quarter, so it looks like the starters are playing pretty much the whole first half. They might be playing part of the 3rd quarter. I can't tell you for sure. We're back on defense, and we got to make another stop here.
This defense will need to step up here. 1st and 10. Ball at the 19. The first down carry here for Johnson.
There we go.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Now a 2nd down throw for Bradford.
Ah, wide open in the end zone.
Touchdown Cardinals.
And we're down 10-0.
And the Cardinals now.
Well, let him drive. Looks like the defense pretty much let him drive right down the field. But then again, we kind of did it to ourselves with the fumble. And Dak looks like he's struggling. He's throwing a lot of incomplete passes right now. Zeke's running well, though, so at least we're running the ball.
Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the 2nd quarter.
We really need this first down right here. We're already down 10-0.
They'll try and run for
and we got it. Decent run up the middle for Zeke.
Good enough for a first.
And let's go ahead and continue.
So here's the situation upcoming. 2nd quarter, 3rd down.
And we're already at the 2-minute warning.
The field goal attempt.
That's why I wanted to play the bonus for these last 2 preseason games, just so I can get them over with. Because I know most of y'all watching this, you probably want to go ahead and, fast forward to the regular season. It's like, well, I kind of want to play the preseason a little bit. First of all, these are the first games that I've played on Madden 19, other than the Eagles and Jaguars game that they gave you as an option to play now. But I haven't played a lot of games yet. So. All right. So, see if we can... Oh, my goodness. Lyle Collins got totally beat, and we got sacked.
Here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining.
Arizona just called a timeout, so I assume we.
The Cowboys will turn it over now to Dan Bailey for the field goal try. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be 51
yards. And of course, Dan Bailey makes it. So we get 3 points, and we're down by 7. Obviously, I would have loved to have a touchdown on that drive. So let's see if the defense can at least hold the Cardinals out of the end zone. Bradford's pass was incomplete. Incomplete again. Oh, well, we got the ball back, and they punted it to us. Cool. We got a minute 28. And it looks like they're going to have us lead the 2-minute drill. See if we can tie this thing up with a minute 28 to go in the second quarter. I want to look for Gates over the middle because I think he can get open. Oh! I thought he was going to catch that, but I guess not.
Are so good
I thought he was going to be open on that play.
And hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him.
Alan Hearns with a catch. Nice job. Moves forward and picks up the first down. Nice job. I want Prescott to do something on this drive. He's really struggled in the first 2 preseason games. And I almost threw another pick over him. Wow. I'm getting pretty trigger happy with that. I really am. I need to chill out with that. They're going to have me do this entire drive, which is good, because I want Dak to lead this team down the field. Because our offense needs some confidence right now. Nice catch, Antonio Gates. That's a future Hall of Famer right there for you, ladies and gentlemen. I just feel like that, you know, we have decent tight ends, but we lost Jason Witten, and that's a big loss, whether you want to admit it or not. And I feel like in order for this team to get to the playoffs, we need to have good weapons everywhere. Like, I feel like we have good receivers, but our tight end situation is just really foggy. And I just was not a huge fan of the guys that we have. So I just figured it'd be a good idea to get sacked. Yeah, sure, let me call a timeout here. But no, I figured it would just be a good idea to go ahead and just take Antonio Gates, sign him to a 1-year deal, and see what he can bring. If he still wants to play after this year, I'll be more than happy to sign him to an extension. I wouldn't mind that at all. Oh, no. That was a bad decision. I just shucked it up, hoped that Gates would come down with it, and he absolutely didn't. Well, we wasted our opportunity to get points before the half. That was all my fault. All right, so we're in the third quarter now. And we get the ball to start the first drive of the third quarter, which is good. That's knocked away, and we just punted it. Got a sack by Lawrence. Bradford's probably struggling this one. Well, it looks like that we are having starters play the third quarter, which is solid. It's not fully what I was expecting, but, you know, preseason, I think they really wanted to... You know, usually preseason, I feel like, you know, starters do play all 3 quarters, but you never know with preseason. It's tough for EA to get it right, because you never know. Sean Lee got a penalty. So, I mean, this is the starters going up against the starters, and, you know, we're not really playing that great.
Well, points have been hard to come by in this one, and it's the
third
quarter. Defenses have reigned supreme.
Okay,
Can the defense reign supreme?
It was like no plays.
More on third down? Let's find out.
That was very strange. Very strange. All right, it's third down and 6. Let's see if we can get off the field.
Third down, Bradford.
There's the wide open.
NFL catch for the former Aggie Christian Kirk. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through.
Christian Kirk there, so it's an easy first down. Trading for Earl Thomas, based on what I've seen in these couple of preseason games, is looking like it might be a good move. The problem is, I really don't want to give up a lot. Then again, we don't really have a whole lot of superstars on this defense anyway, so I feel like trading any of these guys away won't be the end of the world. We're going to have to give up something. It might have to be David Irving. Irving might be on the block to get Earl Thomas. I'd hate to get rid of Irving. I mean, in real life, he has been giving the Cowboys some problems, but he's a very good defensive tackle. That's just a tough decision. You know, it seems like they won't take Crawford like they did in Madden 18. So I think that trading away Irving might be my best option. We still have a boatload of defensive tackles, but I'm just worried about us inside. The good thing is I feel like we have young guys that can contribute.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just want to
those guys may not be what I think.
That much.
That makes sense.
On third down.
There we go. You got a sack by Lawrence there on third down to keep him out of the end zone at least. They'll probably kick a field goal here.
Lawrence in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
And that's his second sack of
So
the game.
it looks like the defense is doing all they can.
In all phases,
But offensively, the first-string offense has been struggling all night. And the third quarter's about to end, so we probably won't even get a chance to play with them very much for the rest of this quarter. The time they're in there, I should say. Doesn't really look like it. So the third quarter's, so that's the end of the third quarter, and we are now. Cooper Rush is in the game now, and he just got his 26-yard completion. A 20-yard reception by Zeke. Apparently, he's still in there. And Deontay Thompson got a touchdown. So we're only down by 3. Nice job. So it looks like Cooper Rush led the team down the field pretty easily against the second-string Cardinals defense. Still pretty solid, though, and Joe Thomas got a sack. Now it's 3rd and 12. Greg Little gets a 9-yard reception, but they're still going to have to punt it away. And Thompson gets a nice little return there. I might make Thompson the punt returner if he keeps this up. I don't know why they're keeping Zeke in the game. Ezekiel Elliott had a touchdown. I don't know why we're keeping him in the game, though. Maybe Scarborough got hurt. All right, well, we're up by 4, and there's 4 minutes to go, so just got to hold on to this lead. Josh Rosen is in the game for the Cardinals, as I expected. And Taco Charlton's hurt. Whenever I simulate, I am at the mercy of the computer injuries. I'm at the mercy of that. So that's the only downside of simulating everything.
This defense now trying desperately to hold on to this fourth quarter lead.
All right,
but to do it,
so we're not quite at 2 minutes yet, but we're pretty close. Got to keep the Cardinals out of the end zone here. And get it oh, we got a pick by Anthony Brown. Yes, sir. Slammed the door shut on him. Way to go, Anthony. And Anthony Brown has been playing well in the preseason. That's his second pick of the exhibition season. Excellent job. All right. So they're going to have us play the big moment, which is to basically ice the game.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter.
Scarborough is in the game. I don't know why they had Elliott in there. Maybe they had him on certain screen plays because we're running out of backs. Rod Smith is out for weeks with broken ribs. Scarborough tried to juke there with him, but it didn't quite work. So we are going to try to milk the rest of this clock and get the win. Obviously, I'm just playing the moments in this third preseason game just so we can kind of wrap up the preseason.
This defense, Charles, they have unraveled.
At the end of 4 weeks, I am going to try to do the Earl Thomas trade again and see what we can do. And who knows? Maybe things with the Seahawks have changed. Maybe they lost some players and they'll be willing to take some guys off our hands. Who knows? But I think Earl Thomas is a guy that I really want to try to get for our defense.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
All right, so we're at the 2-minute warning. And we have a 4-point lead here in the fourth quarter.
The Cowboys in possession of the football here.
Now, unfortunately, the first-string offense didn't play that well, but our backups are actually playing better. Cooper Rush led the team down the field for a touchdown drive, and they're playing pretty well right now to end this game. It's good to see in preseason, but I obviously would like to see Dak play well when he's in there to give us confidence going forward to the regular season and everything, you know.
Now Scarborough.
Oh, breaks the tackle. Go Scarborough!
Down Broadway.
Touchdown! Nice.
Bo Scarborough, 44 yards.
All right, now that should just about ice it. Maybe the Cardinals' backups are not as good as our backups. Maybe that's the deal. But either way, it seems like ever since the backups came in, we really took control of this game. I think that's 14 unanswered points. That is impressive. Cardinals still trying to fight and come back in this one with Josh Rosen leading the charge. All right, 29 seconds to go.
No hesitation.
And we're on defense. This is fourth down, so this is it for the Cardinals. They don't get this, no chance of getting anything else the rest of this game.
Here we go. It's Rosen on fourth down.
Oh, I thought Jordan Lewis could step around and pick it, but oh well. Pass is incomplete. We stop the Cardinals, and 26 seconds to go. All we got to do is take a knee, and this game is over with. Yep. So in preseason week number 3, with really just me playing the moments, we get the 24-13 win over the Cardinals. We'll take a look at the stats after this game and see how everybody really did. But overall, it looked like that the second string on offense, second stringers were better than the first stringers. Because the starters played all the way to the end of the third quarter. Backups came in and they played pretty well, arguably even better than the starters. You don't really want to see that, but in preseason it's the way it is sometimes. But let's go ahead and take a look at stats for us. So Cooper Rush had 138 yards, pleading his case for the backup quarterback job. Dak had 76 yards with 6 of 17. Zeke had 47 yards on 11 carries. Pretty good. Bo Scarborough had a touchdown, 80 yards on 4 carries. Ezekiel Elliott was our leading receiver. I don't know why he was left in the game in the third quarter when, or the fourth quarter, I should say, when all of the starters went out. But he had 3 catches for 77 yards and 1 touchdown. Deontay Thompson had a touchdown when Cooper Rush was in there. Antonio Gates, in his debut for us, had 2 catches for 37 yards. Good job for the 15-year vet out of Kent State, future Hall of Fame tight end. Defensively, Sean Lee led the way with 11 total tackles. Well, the starters played 3 quarters, so he really got a chance to be out there and play a lot of snaps. So that's always good to see. So we are 2-1 in the preseason with a 24-13 win over Larry Fitzgerald and the Arizona Cardinals. So let's go ahead and advance to the final week of the preseason as we get close to making final roster cuts, I assume. We haven't really had to do any roster cuts, but I think it's because this roster is already at 75 players. So we are at cut day, you could call it. So we have to cut 21 players. Well, let's go ahead and dive right into this.
Easily see how many players you need to cut this week.
Yeah, we have quite a few players that need to be cut. So they're going to recommend players, but I'm going to go to each position and see who we can cut. So we could cut Rush, but we don't want to after. I don't want to after that last game. Darius Jackson, sorry, dude, we're going to have to cut you. Really didn't get many snaps in the preseason at all. We still have 20 players to cut, though. So we're going to have to cut some of these receivers for sure. So I think KD Cannon is a guy that I've pretty much penciled in we had to cut. Lance Lenore, sorry, man. Let's go to tight ends. Because we have Antonio Gates, one of these guys is expendable. Some part of me thinks Rico, but let's go ahead and cut David Wells. We might come back to tight ends because there might be another guy that we have to. Left tackles, can't cut Tyron Smith. No way. Kadeem Edwards. I'm going to keep him there right now because we would only have one left guard if we cut him. Can't really cut any of these guys without having any cap problems. Oh, I say that. We can cut Mama. Might cut Chaz Green. You know what? Let's just go ahead and do it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to cut Chaz Green. Sorry, man. Armstrong. No. Defensive guys, I really don't want to cut anybody because some of these guys are probably going to be traded for Earl Thomas. Now, we have a lot of defensive tackles. We can cut some of these guys. Lewis Neal, Jihad Ward, we traded for him. I don't really want to cut him. Antoine Woods, though, we can cut him. Daniel Ross, we can cut him too. Let's go ahead and cut Neal. Sorry, man. Still have 12 players to cut. Wow, this is going to be a tough process, y'all. Can't really cut any of our linebackers. And you know what? We're going to have to just cut Perkins. Just have to. Covington is our rookie. I really don't want to cut him. Yeah, we're going to have to cut Joel Lanning. Trayvon Johnson. Yeah, we're going to have to cut you too. Our outside linebackers don't really want to cut anybody here. Marquez White. Sorry, man. These guys might be practice squad eligible. Oh, my goodness. I forgot I could move these guys to practice squad. Oh well. We can sign these guys back. Cameron Kelly will, move to practice squad. Because why not? I'm going to have to cut Showers. He's not practice squad eligible. Let's go to quarterbacks. One of these guys I might move to practice squad. Let's move Mike White to practice squad. I think we're going to go with Cooper Rush as our backup. For the time being, at least. Rod Smith will be back. So I don't want to cut anybody, really, so I'm going to move Noah Brown to practice squad. Just so we can keep him. Yeah. I don't want to cut Rico, I really don't. Let's move Blake Jarwin to practice squad, though. We can do that. Rico Gathers will probably get some more reps now. Centers, right guards are looking good. Let's see about defensive guys, defensive ends. Move Dorrance Armstrong to practice squad. We got Coney Ely, and we got DeMarcus Lawrence basically as our right defensive ends. Tapper, Charlton, yeah. We could probably move some of these guys to left end, really. Defensive tackles. We could probably move these guys to... Are any of these guys eligible for practice squad? No, none of them are, really. We'll have to cut Ash. Just have to cut one more player. Or move to practice squad. Let's move Covington to practice squad. Alright, so we got all the cuts done. All of our cuts done. Excuse me. Get ready for preseason week number 4 against the Houston Texans. Excellent. right. So let's go ahead and play the moments for this final preseason game, week number 4. And I think the way that Madden works is that the starters play, I think, maybe one series or a bit of the first quarter, and that's it. I could be wrong, but we'll see. Yeah, I decided to go ahead and move Mike White to practice squad pretty much because, you know, I feel like Cooper Rush has outplayed him when he's been out there in the preseason at least. Like the first preseason game, White was the backup, and he really didn't do anything to impress me.
Hey everybody, it's
I just feel more comfortable with Rush as the backup for right now.
On EA Sports.
But I will say, in my last franchise, Dak Prescott got hurt. So after this game is over, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the free agency pool and see if there's anybody better that we can have as our backup QB. I think when I glanced at it last time, I think I saw TJ Yates was available. So,
thank you, Coach.
I might go ahead and pick him up if that's the best option still available. I think he's like a 67 overall, so I might just go ahead and decide to pick him up.
Welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up.
Oh, this is odd. We're wearing the same color uniforms. I don't know what I did wrong here, but I guess I just didn't select
I'm Brandon Gunn, and
what I did. I should have looked at the uniforms more carefully, I guess.
Preseason with 3 simple words: don't get hurt.
And make sure you follow that mantra, okay? We cannot have you hurt going into the season, but you're exactly right.
So I guess we decided to make this a color rush preseason game.
In this game, a lot of guys fighting to make the roster because after this game's over, we get down to the 53-man number, and guys will be fighting like mad to be included in it.
All right, so here we go. Final week of the preseason, final week of camp. Let's go ahead and get this going. And we get the ball first to start it off.
And we drop you in here under the lights. First drive of the contest.
And we do have the starters in the game. So let's see if Dak can get going in this final preseason game. Final tune-up for Dak. Let's get going, Dak. Come on, buddy. I want you to show me something on this drive.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Fortunately, it looks like that we get to control pretty much this entire drive, which is great. Because I want Dak to be at the controls and really have control of everything out there. Oh, caught it anyway. Kind of ricocheted off the defender, but Antonio Gates makes the catch. This is what I feel like is going to help Dak a lot, too, having Gates there as his security blanket. I think having Gates on the team is really going to help out in more ways.
But on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his.
Cole Beasley, I haven't even caught a ball with him at all during the preseason.
And he'll get it out.
We got an injury timeout. I don't know who's hurt. Hopefully it's nobody from us. No, it looks like it's somebody from Houston.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
All right, so second and 4.
Prescott now from the 50.
Nice catch, Gates. Antonio Gates might be my go-to receiver. Let's see about that. Team preseason, 30 yards of offense. Okay, so we actually got a drive to go complete. We gained 30 yards on an opening drive.
4 for 4 on this
solid.
Oh, he's slinging it.
Now, normally, preseason week 4, you have none of your starters playing in this game. But, you know, it's Madden and things are different in the video game world. So. Anyway, but for most of the rest of this game, the moments that we play, we're going to be playing with Rush.
Throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So it can't hang on.
We'll see what happens.
I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said.
Here we go, Allen Hurns, nice grab. And we're moving the ball very well against this Texans defense. And they got their starters in there too. They got Watt, they got everybody. Watt's in there, Clowney's in there, Marcellus. We got everybody in there. Let's go ahead and change the play. Let's go ahead and go with the slants here for Dak. Maybe it's the uniforms, I don't know. Nice catch, Beasley. And, you know, take control of the drive. All right.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra
or the
yardage.
inside
When you
split
see a play
for
like that, where it's caught and he's
Zeke here.
dropped
He
on the
hasn't touched
spot,
the ball on this
that's a
drive.
big-time
Doesn't
play
feel
by the
right.
defense.
Get in that end zone, Zeke. And he does, and we got 7 on the board.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys take it.
All right, so far so good. Opening drive. That's probably the only time I'm going to be playing with the starters in this quarter. And we're up 7-0 on the Texans. Dak never put the ball really in harm's way. I think he was like 4 or 5 on that drive. So that at least will give him some confidence moving forward. And more importantly, it will give me some confidence moving forward with him as the quarterback. Louisier got a pass deflection. Well, the Texans' offense is driving the ball pretty easily against our defense. So gotta put up or shut up right here.
Set to defend a 1st and 10 with the ball at the 16.
They got their starters in there. They got Watson, they got Miller, and everybody.
From the red zone now, Watson.
Oh, I thought we could have picked it off of Wilson. Almost got it.
Will Fuller was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he did.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Watson now to throw.
Oh, fumble. Get that. Get the ball. Oh, yes, we got it. DeMarcus Lawrence with the recovery. Nice.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever
the hit jarred it loose. Yeah, that was Irving on the hit. Great job, defense. All right, so first string offense will stay out there for a little bit. Oh, the Honey Badger's hurt. Let's go to 6-yard catch. Nice. 4-yard rush by Zeke. And we got the backups in there, of course. Scarborough's in there. 3rd down and 7. We're going to pick up this first down with Cooper Rush and the rest of the second stringers in here.
Just trying to get the ball back to their offense. And now the first throw for
Thompson, nice grab. First down catch.
Over the middle. It's Thompson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Ah. Wait, why is the Honey Badger still in the game? Oh, he must have snuck in for one play. Oh, Kiki QT, wreck him, baby. Joe Webb is their quarterback. I didn't know that. Or backup quarterback, I should say. Zeke's still in the game? I guess we're running short of players, so we just put him in the game. Scarborough. Nice run.
Second quarter, this defense looking for a big 3rd down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense.
Green 39.
Now Rush.
Good job, Thompson. Another grab.
Thompson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Thompson's been really Cooper Rush's go-to guy throughout the whole preseason. As well. Let's have him as a third option at receiver.
Now a
good
fake here on 1st down. Out to his left.
Oh God, really? I did that? Oh man.
Off at the 12.
And there was like 2 options there at tight end, and I chose the worst option to throw it to 57. Oh man, Cooper Rush throwing 2 picks in this game. Yep. I think we're going to have to go out and get a backup in free agency. And I really do. Well, Kiki Cutie's having a good game. As a Red Raider, I support that. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to check out the free agency pool after this game and see if we can get a better backup. Because right now with Mike White and Cooper Rush, I don't think I really trust any of our backups. I mean, those guys are in the low 60s as far as overall, so just not good. And, you know, when it comes to video games, especially Madden, it's all about numbers when it comes to overalls and everything like that, so.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here.
Backup QB. So we forced into a 4th down, and we're going to have the Texans just kick it. Oh my God, they faked it on us. Oh, but we stopped him, did we? Yeah, we did. All right, nice job. Tried to run the fake on us, and it didn't work. Well, in the preseason, I guess you can really do whatever you want, but I wouldn't have done that if I was the Texans. I would have taken the points. If there's one preseason game that really doesn't mean jack squat, it's the 4th one, because none of the starters play, except for the fact that Cole Beasley was out there and play. I don't know why he was in the game. I think it's because I wouldn't say cut guys, so we've like,
let's find out.
Got a bunch of guys in practice.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rush, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle.
Oh, almost caught it again by Austin.
Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. By the way, as we expected, most of the starting units out here in the second quarter. So get your 2 deep, your 3 deep, your 4 deep ready for this one.
If you have a particular,
you never know what's going to happen. Well, Tavon Austin's wide open. Oh!
This is the time to watch
oh, Austin, you didn't have to do that to him. That juke, though. Great job, Austin.
This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down.
Here we go. 3-19.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Nice catch by Thompson again, and he steps out of bounds, preserving a timeout for us. 91 yards for Cooper Rush in this game. Hopefully he can shake off just those 2 interceptions and get us some more points, because I'm not comfortable with a 7-0 lead, and that was by the 1st string offense in there. And Zeke is still in the game. Well, we don't have any backup backs, really, so that's why. Oh, God, I threw another one. Golly, Rush. I blame myself, though. I can't blame Rush on that one. I was the one who threw that. I pulled the trigger too early, and I didn't see that guy diving. So, but still, that's because he's a 63 overall quarterback. So naturally, you're going to have a drop-off when it comes to ability and arm strength, accuracy, all that stuff. Like, I could tell in Madden 18 when it would go from Dak to Rush, and it would just be a pretty significant drop-off in terms of skill set and overall and everything like that. Scarborough's hurt. Man, we're just going to have to go with Zeke for the rest of the game because we're running out of guys. Oh, Scarborough's back in. Never mind. J.J. Watt snuck in the game still? Oh, God. The reception. Marcus Lawrence was in there for a play, and he got a sack. A bunch of penalties on the Texans on this drive. Swain with an 8-yard reception. 1st down. Yep. Yeah, just hand it off to Scarborough and let him get a bunch of carries. Got to take advantage of all the time he can get in this preseason. This is a very low-scoring game. It's going to be 7-0 us. And the starters played well on that opening drive. That's the only reason we're ahead.
Well, points have been hard to come by in this one, and it's the 3rd quarter. Defenses have reigned supreme. Can the defense reign supreme once more?
All right.
On 3rd down, let's find out.
See if we can get off the field here. Make a stop.
From the gun on 3rd down.
There we go. Sacked by Anthony Brown. There we go.
As they will switch ends as time is running.
Well, backup defense is playing pretty well. They're making plays when they have to. I'll give them that much. Offense still is, Oh, intercepted by Frazier. Nice.
We have a developing situation here. Following the interception, a golden chance for points as the offense is back out there with a 1st and goal to go. Here's Rush to throw.
Oh! Thought that was going to be a catch.
3
picks for Rush in this game. Yeah, he's really looking bad.
Hey, a sidebar worth noting is that preseason
cuts have changed.
So week 3 that we're in right now, the preseason, I think what you said, the roster's going to stay at 90 instead of going down to 75 this year?
That's exactly right, Brandon, because in the past, just what you said, this game here, at the end of week 3, or game 3, you would cut the roster down to 75 and play game 4 just like that. In this case now, though, they're going to be able to keep guys all the way through. So guys who would normally not have a chance to finish out the preseason, they'll get that chance now and get more opportunities to get on tape.
From the gun on 3rd down. Rush dancing to his left.
Oh, God.
They get
the same dude.
It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Cooper Rush, this is by far his worst game of the preseason.
Pick 6 right there, those linebackers.
Definitely his worst game. Well, the Texans got a field goal, so we're down for the first time in the game. That interception really was a killer. 26-yard catch for Swaim, though. Rush sacked again by Watt. Another 4th down. Okay.
Well, this defense already down on the scoreboard here in a 1-score game.
All right, so about 3.5 minutes to go. We're down 3. See if we can get the defense to get off the field here. First down.
A play fake. Now Webb.
Oh! Should have picked that, Thomas.
Complete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides with attention.
Yes! There you go, Thomas. Redeem yourself.
It's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they're going to be set up in the red zone.
Oh, now he's hurt.
17-yard line.
Damn it. All right. I'm going to stop messing around with Cooper Rush, like scrambling around and just throwing it to the guy.
To take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm.
Schultz drops it. And Cooper Rush's on 5 picks.
Sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Back to throw Rush. That's
almost see another one. I thought Gallup was going to get more open than that.
My goodness.
But I thought wrong.
Coming up, here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad intel before he snaps the ball.
First down grab. That's what we needed.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about
awesome drop.
You're either throwing the touchdown
Thought he had that
or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this.
Touchdown, Gallup. There we go.
For a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup.
There you go, Cooper Rush.
And the Cowboys have
and we got the lead. Great job, Cooper.
So the picture becoming pretty clear here. The defense just
All right.
looking for a stop.
So we're back on defense. Try to preserve this win.
Trail on the scoreboard. They're hoping to preserve this slim one-score lead.
Let's go!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw to the sideline. And wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete.
Defense.
Oh, come on, ref. Oh.
Well, when you're
this is about that new head.
penalty you want.
Even in Madden, the refs are like in real life with this new helmet rule. Oh man! Come on now! Come on! That is BS.
On 1st and 10, Webb. He's going to flip that out.
There we go. Lay the wood, Frazier.
That play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And he'll find QT
Tackle.
on the right side complete. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires.
And we've reached the 2-minute warning.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
We're up by 4, but you got to preserve that.
On 3rd down, Webb. Now a desperation throw.
Oh, picked by Lewis. Thank you, sir.
It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the return this time will go.
Lewis redeemed himself from that last penalty. Nice job. Defense has really come alive in this game for both teams.
Big time. You're in the 2-minute drill, trying to get your guys down the field.
All right. So let's just try to burn the rest of this clock and wrap up the preseason. No more ugly football games, hopefully. These backups, they really haven't been too impressive. I mean, Scarborough was impressive for most of the preseason, but backup quarterback situation definitely very, very, very shaky. We're going to be signing some guys in free agency, and before we, go to the regular season, I'm going to try to make some adjustments and sign some guys. And maybe do a couple of other things for this live stream. I'm not ready to just wrap it up quite yet, As Scarborough breaks the tackle, see, he's been playing very well in the preseason. He's got himself, a handful of touchdowns. He's definitely proving his case to be the backup running back. I think Rod Smith got hurt in the first game. I think, while he's out, we're going to be just fine with Scarborough as our backup. We don't really need to go out and sign somebody else, I feel like. We don't really need to do that.
They run. This is Scarborough. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And play stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. This is Scarborough. And able to push his way forward here for a good little game.
All right. Looks like we're on our way to a 3-1 record in the preseason after losing the first game against the Niners. Won 3 in a row, which is okay.
I run the football and I tell
hopefully
my
we can continue the success in the regular season. Preseason doesn't mean jack squat unless you do stuff in the regular season what you've built on in the preseason.
Out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
I didn't get the snap off in time. I was like playing around with some things and adjusting some things really quick.
Yeah, that'll be accepted.
Hold on for a second, y'all. Sorry, y'all. I was replying to emails for work. Yeah. For those of y'all that don't know, one of my jobs is that I film Texas Tech sports for the athletic department, and my boss just sent out a schedule. Apparently, actually, it was like 43 minutes ago. And but I wasn't checking my emails or anything like that because I didn't have my phone right next to me because I was kind of charging my controller, so I was sitting a decent distance in front of where it was, if that makes any sense. So yeah.
This drive is pretty clear.
Sorry, I had to. So sorry, I like paused the game and it was just like, excuse me, and it was just like a 5 minutes of just blank screen.
Like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot.
Well, we're just gonna go ahead and attempt this 53-yarder just because, and of course Bailey makes it anyway, so it makes the score 17-10, and
from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe
they're going to walk away with a win anyway, but that just adds more cushion to it.
Yeah, without a doubt.
So after that first preseason game, I was a little bit concerned about offense, defense, everything. I was concerned about everything because defensively we looked okay in that first game, but I don't know. I felt like that we might struggle with some things, but we're looking pretty solid.
One possession game. Very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should
now, of course, we can fix it. It's no big deal. This game's pretty
intuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the
Webb
drive
spikes
going
it.
And set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.
Come on, let's go.
One final
shot.
They'll look to throw.
And Byron Jones gets a pick to end the game. And it's all wrapped up. All she wrote.
Byron Jones. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Bill O'Brien just throws his headset. Well, that's going to do it. We finished the preseason 3-1. We win 17-10 over the Houston Texans.
But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays,
and that's going to do it. So we're going to go ahead and exit out of here as my drainage continues to cause problems. Okay, sorry, I just need to look at a couple more things. You know, when you get important emails for work and, you know, you're probably, whatever, you're not really paying attention and all that. Anyway. Okay, so that is going to do it for the preseason. So let's go ahead and advance to week 1. And we're going to do a couple of roster adjustments here. I'm going to check the free agency pool out a few more times and see what is out there. Well, not really a lot of big names here. All right, we're going to go ahead and sign TJ Yates to a 1-year deal. He's a 67 overall. He's decent. I just feel like it's better than the current backups that we have. Kind of want to go ahead and sign another running back. Made some moves. Let's go ahead and let me take a look at these guys and see how they're looking as they are now members of the Dallas Cowboys. So we signed a quarterback. Yeah, TJ Yates. We're going to keep him at number 2. We definitely needed a third quarterback anyway because we're going to have Mike White on practice squad. Spencer Ware. With Rod Smith still out, we'll have Spencer Ware in there at running back. All right. Let's try this again. Manual trade. All right, Seahawks. What will you take for Earl Thomas? Add Earl Thomas to the block. Forgot to push advance. That's my fault. Okay. Let's see what we got here. All right. Let's try this again because I want you, Earl. I want you to come home. Please, come home. All right. So let's see. They need a right tackle. Can we give up one of y'all? I feel like that maybe they'll take Fleming, but I don't know 100%. What about left guards? Will you take a left guard from us? No, I don't want to give up Connor Williams. Cornerbacks. Byron Jones? Let's see if that works. They're not interested in Jones. Okay. Will they take Malik Collins? Possibly? Nope, they will not take Malik Collins. Okay. It'd be really tough for me to get rid of Irving. It really, really would. Oh boy. Right tackle. Right tackle. Right tackle. Right tackle. Could we swap like free safeties? No, they're not interested in Woods. Okay. If I do a first and second round pick, that's really gonna bite. I don't want to have to do that. That is too much for me, if you ask me. Randy Gregory, Charles Tapper, Crawford. Yeah. Let's see. What's really the deal? Do they just not like? I mean, what do they want? Do they want like? No. Maybe they'll take a receiver. It's very tempting. Let's see if maybe they'll take Terrence Williams. No, they're not interested in Terrence Williams. Okay. I'm going to back out, guys. I don't think this is going to work. You know what? Maybe next season. Looks like we still have to cut 2 more players. I'm a little surprised. I thought we were done cutting players. Guess I thought wrong. To cut a couple players. It is what it is. Just so we can not worry about it. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and stop right here for the second live stream of the day. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be back soon with the first game of the regular season against the Carolina Panthers, Cam Newton and company. Until next time, I will see you guys in the next video. It's Maitland Rutledge, and I'm out.